Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride, where we're going to channel the man in the moon. Today, we're going to talk about the election between Heitkamp and I think it's Kramer, and try to get an idea of what's going to happen here. Now, these days, you notice people are really hesitant to predict anything. I think because the statisticians were so wrong about the last election with Hillary Clinton. Also, it's believed that it might have been a mistake. A lot of people stayed home thinking that she would win and did not go out to vote. So the last thing that I want to take part in is anything that makes people resist voting. Now is the time to be active and to show your power and your agency. Please do go out and vote. Please do support the people that you believe in. It's very important right now that we engage in our democracy. So when I'm going to show you these things, I want you to please take everything that I tell you with a grain of salt. Keep in mind that things change. I might do a reading today which could change because people do have free will. So I guess what I'm asking is, please look at the outcome and what I presume will be the result. I'll try to get that information, but at the same time, don't be attached to that result. I know that's difficult, but I think you know what I mean, right? Let's see what the man in the moon has to say about Heitkamp. All right. So, interestingly enough, Spirit keeps showing me these things with politicians, and it starts out in a basketball court for some reason. This is not the first time. And I can see Heitkamp. And she's got a kind of lame throw where she's got the ball over her head and she's sort of throwing it. It's not like great form, but she does seem to be making her basket at least. Now, she's not getting that much enthusiasm back from the audience, although they are watching. What's very interesting is this Kramer fellow, the other guy, he doesn't seem to be playing. He's not even attempting to get the ball through the hoop. He almost has no interest in doing so. And the people on his team seem to have no interest in doing so. So, kind of half of the audience is sort of on his side and half of them is on Heitkamp's side. But she doesn't really quite seem to be exciting her base very much. His is just gray. It's just a black and white. I just have a feeling like that's how they see the world, black and white. They will vote for any Republican. It just doesn't really matter. Heidi Heitkamp, of course, is a much higher bar. She's got to impress a lot of people in order to get anywhere. And, we should definitely give her a break there. I mean, she's fighting something that's a very difficult task. So let's not put it all on her shoulders. And she's actually getting a little bit more skillful. So now I'm seeing her and she's actually got the ball in a more appropriate way to make this basket. And she does make the basket and people are starting to notice. So, Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about Heidi Heitkamp? She's looking a little bit better. She's looking a little bit happier. Kramer is looking more and more dour. Mm. I definitely, just on a personal level, do not like this person, Kramer. He's a very, very black and white, very dark thinker. He has the kind of mind that, severs arteries. She seems quite nice. I mean, I just like her, basically. I'm just going to say, I think she's getting better. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I think she's getting more and more skillful at what she's doing. I would encourage her to go in the same directions and keep doing it because, she's just doing that traditional thing that people do when they play basketball, make baskets. She's not trying to do anything all crazy and stuff. But making a basket does seem to be like, well, people are noticing that she's making the baskets. His camp, Kramer's camp, again, doesn't seem to care one way or another. So the base seems to be a little bit more engaged, her base. It doesn't seem like the her audience is quite complete. There are some missing seats. I mean, one thing might be the Native American vote has been erased effectively by the government. So maybe we can tell more about that. Are Native American people going to be prevented from voting, Spirit? Mm, hmm, hmm. Poor, I just feel so bad for Native Americans. It's just another cycling of, again, let's pretend we have this treaty. Let's pretend we're going to give you the vote. Let's pretend we're going to treat you equally. And again, these people have been shut out of the American pageant. They have been shut out of the election that they were guaranteed, the basic rights that other people have. They still, after hundreds of years, have not re-attained any status. It's just zero for those guys in terms of what they're able to do. And of course they're very sad about it. They're really depressed about this. Like, yeah, well, again, we're being essentially, turfed off our land by incoming foreigner. Again, um, they do seem quite angry about it. I mean, I just really want to encourage the Native American people to go, protest. I know the feeling is, yeah, I always protest, nothing happens. But let's think a little bit about Standing Rock. Now, at least everybody noticed it. You did manage to delay. I don't have the wherewithal to do it myself. But if I did, I'd drive a truck over there and ask every Native American person to go sit in the Capitol until their vote is recognized. And I know why they don't. It's just like they've just to some degree given up. They don't really believe in a system anyway, which is going to elect what another person who's taking a maybe better than the other guy, but at the same time, their rights aren't going to expand that much. I also just wish Heidi Heitkamp would just come out and speak directly for them. And I also want to just say that it would be an advantage for Heidi to just say what she believes. Just instead of trying to choreograph these things, just to come out and say it. Just to say, well, to heck with whether I win or not, I want to do the right thing here. And she is really to be commended on that Kavanaugh vote. So I don't want to imply that she is not doing that. She did do the right thing in a really big and important way, despite the political capital that she lost. So, Spirit, can you give us anything more? Can you give us an idea of, is there any chance that she would win? It looks closer than the numbers appear, though. It does look closer. So I see her, and she's on the basketball court, but she's only able to proceed halfway. But it looks pretty halfway. I mean, she can't go past a certain line. But that looks like a 50% line. Yeah, but she's not quite making her baskets. From that distance, it's a little bit harder for her. Hmm. But now she has made one. So, Spirit, can you tell us anything more that will help us know something about the outcome? Hmm. Strong support from women voters. I see actually she's playing basketball in these bright red high heels, and that doesn't seem to be stopping her. So I'm going to say women are going to back her up, and it might surprise people how many points change just because of that. That seems to be a very key issue. She does look like she's getting better. So Spirit, again, can you give me an idea? Is she going to win or no? It's not decided. Look, anything could happen now. I'm hesitant to. I don't want to have you turn in here and like have not get an answer, but I don't think it's clear what's going to happen. There are a bunch of things that are still in play that might mean that she can succeed. The chances are a bit tough for her. She does have a huge point. I mean, it would be quite a coup if she did it. But I think she's actually closer than the numbers show. That's just what I'm getting. Okay, let's see. Again, it's looking better for her. She keeps making basket after basket. This Kramer fellow doesn't seem to be doing that. Spirit, maybe you can tell me a little bit about Kramer. Yeah, I keep getting black and white thinker. It's either us or them kind of thinker. That's the kind of guy he is. Definitely not a pleasant person, and not intelligent. Do we get anything more about him? There's really nothing more to say about that guy. He's just, that's what you see is what you get. He's a black and white thinker. People support him because he's Republican. There's nothing to him in terms of what he has to offer. That's it. He's just your basic conservative guy, you know, taking the power when he can. Hmm. But don't underestimate women voters. The statistics that we're getting are not entirely accurate, right? Now I'm seeing red fingernails. I think women are going to play a more important role in this than is expected. I think people are underestimating women a bit here and their power, and just basic democratic power here. Okay, and Trump is stepping in here. Ooh, he's also stepping into something. Okay, he's also stepping into dog do. So I wonder if Trump isn't going to do something that really doesn't help this campaign in the next couple of weeks. He looks like he's really stepping in it, and now he's got it on his foot. Uh, and it's funny because he's kind of turning away to try to walk back in the house, but now his feet or shoes are all dirty, and now he's going to track that in, and then he's kind of nervously turning around. I think Trump might screw some stuff up for him, and it might just be that he does something directly, or just Trump does what he does and just screws stuff up, and that doesn't help his chances. I do get right. Heidi Heitkamp is an awesome person. I just get that in general, and I wish there are some things that I wish she would do more of. For example, Native American people. I wish she would really go to bat for them. But I do feel like she's a good person. I mean, I think that it's great that she took this political risk to do the right thing. Honestly, I just want Heidi to be a bit more confident and just to say to heck with the polls. Just go for it. Just go for what you need. What? Say the truth. Just say the truth over and over and over again. Don't leave that to. Don't try to be a centrist. It's not working. Heidi, if you're listening, I want you to come up with your knuckles bared, no gloves. You just come out and you punch and punch and punch because this guy hasn't got that much going for him. Hmm. Okay, Obama has shown up. He's walking her to a podium. Heidi Heitkamp is addressing everybody in North Dakota. Hmm. I have a feeling that something might happen in one of her speeches, some kind of event or something around the speeches that will make her look a little bit better to people, and it might actually swing this election. I know that is really far fetched, but I don't see her when I keep trying to picture her as the winner or loser. I don't get that it's a certain loss. I mean, statistics would say otherwise, but Heidi, can you show me anything more? Maybe Heidi's higher self can show us anything more. Hmm. I am getting the competition is tough just because people perceive her to be a certain kind of person just solely based on the fact that she's not Republican. but they may change their minds. It's like I see her in a certain way, and now she's kind of, taking off a mask and showing people who she really is, and it seems a little bit better. Hmm. I also want to say that Heidi seems to be emerging as a person. She seems to be just getting stronger personally. If anyone, if you knew Heidi, this is the advice that I would tell her. Just go for it. Just be who you are. Do what you need to do. Say what you really believe, and don't worry about people measuring statistics left and right. It's a losing proposition. You'll never be able to perfectly anticipate what people want to hear. Mm. Hmm. Now I get the other fellow, the Chris guy, and they're at a carnival and he's throwing knives around her and they're circling her, but they don't seem to hit her. She manages to avoid all of this. Hmm. Okay, now it's her turn. He's having knives thrown at him, and he's not particularly good at handling it, right? And it doesn't seem like she strikes a direct hit, but she does kind of graze him a little bit. Something's going to happen between now and the election that is going to take him down a few points. It's not clear that she will win, but it is more possible than you might think. Right? I'm going to get like almost like a 50-50 on this one. I'm being told it's not certain. It's not finished for her. There is more time, and something's going to change that will be helpful to her. Spirit, what will be helpful to her? Again, Donald Trump does something really bad, and that doesn't help the Republicans. Anything else, Spirit, that you can tell us? No? Okay, that's it. Okay, thanks for watching.